Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today I have the pleasure of bringing to you the little bastard, so stay tuned. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get the specs out of the way so that we can start really digging into why I like this knife so much, because I'm gonna just cut it short if I need to. Freaking awesome, right? All right, so first off, the blade is 9 inches overall. It has a 4-inch blade made from a hot rolled 1095 high carbon steel, and that's going to be really important, so we'll get back to that in a second. We've got a 3/16 of an inch thick, as you can see, Tanto tip design, very aggressive finger guard, 2 finger choils, right, a strike pommel and lanyard hole. Now, it does have a little bit of jimping right here, which is perfectly functional. It's not aggressive, it doesn't dig into your thumb, but it does give you a perfect purchase on the knife. If you notice this little piece right here, I haven't tried it, but I can almost guarantee you could use it as a bottle opener if you needed to, or to pry open something that's smaller, more narrow. G10 handle scales, and if you see here, I mean, that finger just really locks into that finger guard, and that finger guard is just incredible looking. I love that. But it works perfectly if you're type to hold it like this in hammer grip, no hot spots. And if you're in reverse grip, right, you got that extra finger choil back here. So depending on if you wanted to use it as a fighting style like that. Now, reason why I said the hot rolled 1095 is important, because one, I've never heard of it. And I'm probably sure a lot of y'all have never heard of a hot rolled 1095. But what it is it makes it extremely durable because it's pressed at such high temperatures, right, that it makes it really strong. I mean, this is the same kind of steel they use in tank dozer blades and tank tracks, or bulldozer blades and tank tracks. Now, here's another thing that's awesome. Triple tempered, right? Starts with a really hard edge and gets a little bit progressively softer. It has 3 different grind angles at about 20, 25, and 30, right, to give more weight and power and edge durability to the tip. And this thing will pierce like you wouldn't believe. Hopefully you saw the commercial that I just made a couple of days ago. If you haven't, I'll put a link below. But I just wanted to show this, so we had to do short little clips. But I tell you right now, this knife will do everything. Now, as I said at the very beginning, it's called the Little Bastard. He has a series of knives. The guy that makes it, Thomas Rice of Borne Knives. 25 years experience doing this. He is a veteran. He's a master smith. He does jewelry. I mean, this guy seriously knows what he's doing. And so when we were doing the commercial and I just did these short little clips, let me tell you, this knife will do everything. I just couldn't show it all because we had to keep it condensed. But anything from tactical, because he makes a lot of these for military personnel, law enforcement. I mean, if you were in search and rescue, this would excel. But at bushcrafting, everything you want. It does the batoning, feather sticking, notching, carving, all of that, right? EDC, of course, all your utility tasks, not an issue, breezes through them, right? And with the type of tempering that he does, I mean, first off, look at that blade. Look at that cutting edge. You see how amazingly shiny that is? This is probably the sharpest knife I have ever held. And guess what? It doesn't get dull. I'm telling you what, I use the crap out of this thing and it doesn't get dull, right? Right before I did this, I took a couple of passes on the strop. I literally just did 1, 2, went to the next section, 1, 2, went to the tip, 1, 2, just to polish it up to make it a little more shiny. Not because it was dull and needed to be sharpened. I mean, this thing will hold an edge like you wouldn't believe. And the guy, like I talked to Thomas, we've probably in total over a couple of days talked for a couple hours, maybe a little bit longer. Super nice guy, extremely intelligent about, you know, what he makes, and what he will tell you is that he makes these to be used. He wants tools to be used, and I'm the same way, right? I'm not a knife collector, I'm a knife user, and obviously a reviewer. But I don't want to get a knife and just sit it in a safe or build a shadow box and just look at it. You know, unless it had some kind of true sentimental value that I wanted to make sure that it didn't get damaged or lost or anything like that. But man, when I get a knife, I want to use it, and that's what these will do. I mean, special forces guys using these blades put through some of the most crazy or durability challenging tasks that you could imagine, especially if you're talking to dudes that are in the special forces. They have to be able to depend on these tools, right? And the cool thing about his company, has lifetime warranty, so if it breaks under use, you're going to send it back. He has this on his website, but he'll repair it or replace it. He does use a ceramic Cerakote. It is extremely durable. Will keep the knife from rusting, but of course you are going to have to keep your edge oiled because it is 1095. But ladies and gentlemen, you need to check out Borne Fire Knives. He's got the Bastard series, so he's got ones that are bigger than this, since this is the little Bastard. He's got an EDC series, a Viking, and I forget, like 2 more, plus jewelry. I mean, this man knows what he's doing. This guy's the real deal. In Blade magazine, right? Little logo here. Made in the USA by a veteran who is, oh my God, I mean, I can't even tell you the talent that this man has. So much so that, you know, I had to make a commercial about his blades. This guy needs to be working so much that he needs to start hiring a team of people, right? Because this is kind of how I would refer to an heirloom quality but used tool, right? This one will do everything you need to do and more, and you'd be able to hand it down to your kids, right? You may need to clean it up from time to time, maybe from time to time have the ceramic Cerakote redone, but other than that, man, I mean, this is literally, you could use this forever, or at least your lifetime and the next one, right? As long as you're taking care of it. But breaking it, I don't see that happening. Getting it dull, that's going to take you a while, right? Because I use this thing so much, and I literally, it was just as sharp almost as the day I got it. It was so sharp that I took a shirt to polish off the edge, and when I wiped away from it, sliced my shirt open, and that was going this direction. So just so you know, if you get one of these, if your skin comes into contact with that edge, consider yourself cut, right? It's going to almost be a guarantee, because these things are insanely scary sharp, right? And of course, you know, with the different grind angles, that's going to give it just more durability. All right, I think I put it on the scale that I have at my house. I had a food scale that I didn't realize I had for a long time. It's not digital, but it looked like it would be between 5 and 6 ounces. So it's lightweight, it's fast in hand, covers every need, a tool you will need, an edge tool that you will need it to do, right? So please go check out Borne Fire Knives. You won't regret it. This is, you know, of course, handmade. He does custom work, so if you just give him a design you want, he can do it. I think he said he'll even modify designs that he already has for sale. So, you know, you just got to contact him and let him know. But since these are US produced, handmade, this is not your budget category knife, right? But you get more than what this knife is, what you would pay for it. I mean, the quality is, the fit and finish, there is nothing, not one complaint that I could have about this knife. Oh, I gotta show you one thing. Okay, the sheath that it comes with, these are sold separately, but you get a high quality Kydex sheath. You've got a perfect finger guard right here. When I first got it, I would say it was a little too tight on the retention, but as much as I've used this thing, it's loosened up just a little bit, and it's become flawless now, which I think is what you would want, especially if you're military law enforcement. A little extra retention, I believe, would be necessary. But it does come with a Blade Tech lock, which I love these styles, because you're just going to flip this up, squeeze these. This little bar right here, oops, on this side, can be moved up or down depending on like size pack strap you have or belt. All you would have to do is loosen up these screws and change the way or direction in which you'd want to carry it, because you could do it on a pack strap, you can do it vertically on a belt, or even scout style on your belt. So only limited by what your need is or desire to carry. But very, very high quality sheath. But I think that's about it, guys. You need to go check out Borne Fire Knives. I'm telling you, this is an investment you would never regret, right? This is one that will last you a lifetime and perform just as good then as it does the day you get it. Okay guys, in the meantime, be prepared, have fun, and check out Borne and Fire knives.